Do you want to make 5 figures a month with your business? I'll tell you what was the biggest game changer for me. Hey, welcome back. You know the drill. Please support me by hitting the thumbs up button and click on subscribe. If you are starting your business as any kind of solopreneur, like a freelancer or a consultant, you will eventually find that you hit a plateau. And that's because there are only so many hours in the day and so many things that you can do as one person. If you want to scale your business, grow, take on more clients, and make more money, you have to hire. I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest lessons I learned from building my own virtual team. Number 1, you have to hire 4 people just to find one good one. This is no exaggeration. For some reason, when I was first interviewing and hiring people, I thought that I was going to hit a home run on the first attempt, meaning I would interview one person who seemed qualified, hire them, and we would live happily ever after. But that's not how it works, is this crooked? A little bit. Nor should you expect things to go perfectly on the first attempt. So if I have one role to fill, if I need to hire one person, I will usually hire 3 or 4. And the reason is because I know now with certainty that most of these people are not going to work out. And it's not necessarily because they're bad at what they do, although that could be part of it. But for one reason or another, most of those people will end up not being the right fit. In the last round of hiring I brought on 4 people, and within a week or 2, it was pretty clear that 2 weren't going to be able to keep up. I gave them more time than that. You need more time, but I still was pretty sure they weren't going to work out, and they didn't. So I ended up letting them go. And then several weeks later, I ended up letting the 3rd go, and that left me with 1. But if I had only hired one person and it was one of those other 3, it wouldn't have worked out. I would have had to just keep hiring. That was the first tip. If you need one person, hire 4. Number 2, every task needs a process. Every single task, whether it's scheduling out tweets or responding to customer service emails or responding to comments on social, writing a blog post, whatever. Every task you give the people on your virtual team needs its own process, a step-by-step guide that they can follow. You know, for instance, when I was first assigning out tweets to someone on my team, I told her the exact format for what a tweet should look like. I said I wanted the title of the blog post, followed by the link, followed by a call to action, followed by 2 hashtags. And she would go and she would write tweets in that exact format. You're offering these processes, A, because you want things done in a specific way, but B, it's also to give them much needed guidance because they can't read your mind. They don't know what you want. Now, to be very clear, this does not mean that you will never give them room to be creative. Once someone on your virtual team gets the hang of a task and demonstrates that they can follow your directions and know what you want, they know what the goal is, for sure, give them some room to be creative and play. For instance, with the person on my team who handles a good chunk of my blog content and my social media posts, I'm totally confident in her ability to know what the ultimate goal of that assignment is. She's been with me for a while, she's very bright, and she's very receptive to feedback. She always has been. So these days, if I'm assigning her something, I'll say, you know, we probably want it to look like this, and this is what we're going for. But after that, I hand the reins over to her and I let her deal with it. And she's amazing. She knocks it out of the park every single time. And on that note, I want to point out, giving the people on your virtual team that creative freedom is a good thing. You don't want to have them in a constant chokehold where you're micromanaging and telling them how to do everything, you know, about their job. You hire people to become the masters of their role. They're there to help you grow your business, and you want them to become the experts of what they do because you're not able to do that. You're off doing other things. So let them come to you with feedback and ideas. And I know that can be a little scary to let them take some of the control because What if you tell someone, okay, here's your assignment and go ahead and get creative, and then they totally screw it up? So what if they do? You just pull the reins back in a little bit, go back to the processes, and everything is okay. That was the second tip. The third and final tip, invest in your virtual team and make room for growth. This is so important because you're not just paying people to be your slaves. You know, they're not there to keep their mouths shut and churn out work and that's it. They're not robots, they're human beings. My team and I, we invest in each other. And I know that the commitment and the dedication that they've shown me has gone beyond what I've paid them. They care about their work, they value their work, and it shows. Same on my side, I care about their success and their happiness and how fulfilled they feel. I always tell the people on my team, if I give them a kind of a different type of assignment, I tell them, if you hate this, tell me and I won't give it to you anymore. And it's because I don't want people to sit down at their computer and have to do work for me that they hate. I know we can't love everything we do, but I want them, for the most part, to be very happy and very fulfilled and feel like they're living their purpose. I try to give them the tools and the training they need. If I have to purchase a new software or a new tool, I'll pay for it. I don't care, because if it helps them do their job better, it's worth the investment. They're an investment. I also mentioned, to make room for growth, I try to stay really open to how people's roles might evolve over time. Especially, I think most of us in my company, we're in our late 20s, early 30s, especially in this age range, to expect people to do the same tasks day in and day out for you forever is not exciting at all. People want to grow and change and learn. They want a career path that's fulfilling to them. I'm open to the idea of my employees' roles changing over time. I've got someone I mentioned earlier who does a lot of my blogs and social media. One day, if she's interested in moving up to some sort of management position, I would be totally down for that. We all evolve. You are going to evolve. Your business is going to evolve. So why wouldn't your virtual team? Make room for that. All that being said, of course, there should still be boundaries. I mentioned that I don't give work to people that they hate. If I was noticing a pattern where someone on my virtual team seemed to hate all of the work I was giving them, if they were complaining a lot or seemed impossible to satisfy or were just really negative, sounds like my company probably won't be the right fit for them. So those are my 3 tips. If you need to hire one person, hire 4. Tip number 2, give every task a process. And tip number 3, invest in your virtual team and make room for growth. These 3 things have helped me so much in building a team that really stands, I don't even want to say they stand behind me, they stand beside me, and there's no way my business would have scaled to 5 figures a month without them. That's it. I hope you found that helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later.